Hey, what's up? It's Matt, and I've recently been reading Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, and I noticed something cool in here that applied to my life in an interesting way, and I want to share it with you. So one of the chapters in this book focuses on our ability to regulate ourselves, self-control, when we're under a cognitive load. A cognitive load could be trying to multiply hard numbers in your head, or even just remembering a string of numbers. And this book talks about experiments that have been done by the author and others that show that we do not have nearly as much self-control when we are under that type of cognitive load. For example, we've seen that cognitive loads make people more likely to be selfish, make superficial judgments, eat unhealthier food, and behave dishonestly. The easy way to say all this is that self-control requires attention and effort, and it's hard to do that when we are doing something like remembering numbers or multiplying numbers in our head. Okay, so now I can talk about how this reading tied into something that happened to me literally just last night. Okay, so I am in an a cappella group here at Penn State called NODA, None of the Above, and in this group they don't call me Matt, they call me Filet. This is because my last name is pronounced Mignogna, and when I was auditioning for the group they go, "Oh, how do you say your name?" And I say, Mignogna, like filet mignon. Filet. And I've been in the group for a while, so at this point, really no one calls me Matt anymore, it's just Filet. That's also why my Twitter handle is Filet Mignogna, and if, while we're talking about Twitter, you wanna follow me on Twitter, then, go ahead. Whoa, who said that? Anyway, last night we were just hanging out and celebrating because we had a big performance and it was a lot of fun. And at the party, one of my friends in the group got very, how do I put this delicately, drunk. And right as I was leaving, he said to me, "Bye, Matt." Oh, Filet. Let me explain why this blew my mind. So in Thinking Fast and Slow, that loss of self-control can be brought on by cognitive loads, but two other things that bring it on are tiredness and drunkenness. When my friend was drunk, in that cognitively loaded state, he didn't have the self-control he would normally have, so when he was saying bye to me, he defaulted to what was easiest and he said Matt. Even though he had called me Filet consistently for more than a year since I've known him, it was still easier for him to say Matt than Filet, presumably because that's just my actual name and that knowledge is lingering in his brain somewhere. And this is crazy to me because everyone in NODA has consistently been calling me Filet. They don't have to think about it, I'm Filet to them. But what this natural experiment says to me is that even though they call me Filet without a doubt, they still know my name is Matt, and it's probably just the tiniest bit more cognitively difficult for them to call me Filet than Matt. If they were in a cognitively loaded state or just really drunk, they're gonna default to saying what's easiest to them, and that's Matt. So the idea that these people still only call me Filet but would probably have an easier time calling me by my real name, that blows my mind. That's pretty much it. Also, I guess if you're curious about my a cappella group, I'm gonna put links to stuff we've done in the description, and on another note, if you haven't read Thinking Fast or Slow, you should definitely do it. I can only show you the spine because I don't have the sleeve, so the front just looks lame, but now I'm just talking a lot. This is all for this video. I'll see you soon. Thanks.